Hi everyone and welcome to Oscar Outdoors. Join me in this one to talk about the new TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra from Mobvoi. So before we get into the review, I'm just going to talk to you about TicWatch itself. Now, I've been a fan of TicWatch for a number of years after one of my friends recommended me to go in and get a TicWatch for my outdoor adventures. And this is the TicWatch Pro that I've had now for 2 or 3 years, and it's still going strong, but it's not synced to my phone at the moment, so the time is incorrect. This is the correct time at the moment. But the TicWatch Pro has been absolutely brilliant for me in the past. The only thing that I did have an issue with was the strap, because it's leather on this side and sort of a silicone rubber effect on the back, and that did cause me some skin issues, and apparently that is quite common with people with sensitive skin. Now the TicWatch Pro 3 Mobvoi, I've actually sent this to me to review. This one I purchased on my own, but I'm a very big user of TicWatch in the past, so let's get into the review, show what we've got, talk about some cool features of it, and move on. So open up the little Wear OS booklet and we'll go through some of the features that are listed in here. So as you can see, we've got D, E and F listed, D, E, F and G, sorry. So D is the charging point, which is on the back of the watch, just here. E is the HD PPG sensor, so that measures your heart rate and all them kind of things through the sensor on the back there. The F is the speaker, so that's here on the back, and this works pretty well actually. I've had a couple of phone conversations with my wife while I've been out walking and things like that, and it's come through fairly clear on there. And then the microphone as well, the microphone is on the opposite side, just between the two buttons on this side, just obviously the little hole that's appearing there. And but yeah, using it as like a Bluetooth sort of speaker while you're on a conversation, it actually does come through quite clear as well. I'll try and get my wife to give me a ring later on and we'll talk through this, so that you can sort of see the difference. But yeah, that's one of the great key features. I could do it on the old TicWatch Pro, but it was slightly different. It didn't sound quite as clear, it was a little bit more distorted, and this really improved sort of the components of this, so I'm quite impressed with that. So obviously you can connect it with your smartphone as well, and you get through all your notifications on here, so you can see emails and things like that, missed calls, Instagram notifications, and then just quite simply clear all there. Let's show you some of the apps that are on the watch. So you've got the Tic Health watch, the Tic Exercise, the Tic Pulse, Tic Sleep, which actually measures your sleep, which comes in handy because some people now obviously struggle with sleeping, and knowing how to improve your sleep by using your watch will be a great feature. You've got breathing exercises, hearing exercises, Tic, obviously your standards. You've got your alarm, calculator, your contacts from your phone, essentials. This is an app to change the face of the watch, so it's a watch of 1,000 faces basically. You've got loads and loads to choose from. There's some free, and well, there's quite a good selection that are free, and quite a good selection that obviously you can pay for as well. So it's got the maps apps on, hand washing timer, some from Mobvoi. These are a couple that I've put on there, so the OS maps and the outdoor one there, for in the Play Store as well, which you can scroll through and add on anything. Spotify timer, a little torch as well, which just illuminates the screen for a period of time until you turn it off, and like weather and voicemail and things like that. So it's got some really cool features on there. So if you just swipe right, it can give you your standard what you've been up to during the day. So you've got about 3 hours, 2,500 steps so far, and been active for 7 or 8 minutes. Gives you your weather as standard on there, and then any sort of reminders of any meetings that are coming up from your Google Calendar, obviously because it's synced to my phone at the minute. Can measure my heart rate as well. That's it. Go back down. Now this button here is the like a secondary function button, and you can set any app to appear when you press this button. I've actually set one of my outdoor map apps on there, so you can see that you can see exactly where we are at the moment, and then you can scroll around looking on the map where you want to be, and it's quite clear. All it's a small screen. You can zoom in and out, you can pinch, you can obviously set map apps up and plan routes and things like that, and all the information is like readily available on here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Obviously press the target button to return to your location. As you can see, it shows up there with a little blue dot. I'm going to show you now the one of the watch capabilities. So here I've installed like a wrist camera, so I'll connect that to my phone and then click OK. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you exactly what is on my camera. So my phone is in my right hand now. I'm just going to come across, show you that Danielle's phone's there, and you can see everything on the watch face that you can sort of take, and then obviously you just press the shutter button and it'll take a picture of what's in there. That's a really cool feature, that the fact that you can see what your camera's seeing on your watch face. I really do like that. Another cool thing, obviously I talked about the watch faces before, so if you just press and hold, you can go on some pre-selected different watch faces. As I said, it's like the watch of 1,000 faces. You just slide through and select the one that suits your style. You know, maybe this one here. Come up, it shows you the battery, the time and date, everything else on there as well. And so you can go into the Facer app, which I had on here a second ago. Go on to this one and then select any app, any of the screens that are listed on the Facer website. So it's just assembling what's going on there. That's it, it gives you all these different ones. So what did that say? 3 times tap. Yeah. Change throughout there, depending on your own sort of personal preferences. But yeah, that's a really cool feature, and obviously it looks quite stylish. You can set it to different modes, obviously when you're out and about. You can different styles for when you're going out on an evening, when you're out on the hills, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll talk about the back now. So on the back, as you've seen before, you've got the heart rate sensor monitors there, and the charging, which is actually magnetic. So as you can see, clips in there, and it's got a good sort of sturdy hold on there. Will come loose after a bit of a tugging, but it's a really good connection. Only one thing I don't like about it is the old TicWatch that I've got just to my left. Give that a second. Came with like a full mounting disc. So you can see there you've got a full sort of charging plate that connected there, and that was a little bit better. It sits a little bit neater on your desk, whereas with this one here you can't sort of sit it flat. It does connect, sitting it flat, it just goes at a slight angle. Not a big issue, but you can see that they're both charging at the moment. This one's been in a cupboard for a few weeks, because obviously I've had this one to go and have a play with, so you can see the battery differences. But this one's got a far superior battery to the TicWatch, and obviously the strap is much better as well. It's like a siliconized rubber with a lot more points as well down the strap. I don't know if it's me that's just not been able to figure it out as yet, but on a couple of my outdoory apps, I'm going to find OS maps on here. On here it doesn't actually show you the maps on the screen, so it just gives you the option to go wherever you want to do. So we'll click on walk or hike, and it just gives you sort of recording time and distance, elevation, and your average speed while you're out on that walk. So it doesn't actually show you the maps at the moment on the OS map. So maybe that's something they could look into with OS, maybe see if we can get something where you can see the OS sort of version of a map on your screen there. So that's done there, so we'll close that one down and go back and open up. But we have found out on this one that you can see maps. So this is the outdoor active app, as you can see there. So routes nearby, devices location, let it allow. So you can see Horton Bank, Thornton Circular, which is 11 miles. That's similar to the route that I did not so long back when I went hiking on the Great Northern Railway Trail. It tells you the differences there, and then the map route will show you. Can you see that on there? Let's just have a look. It's a little bit better, isn't it? So you can see. Oh, go back onto it. Take that off a second. And so you go back onto it and you can see on there the routes planned out for you. You can download that to your map and then start to navigate. So you click navigate from where we are. I'll do that in a second. And then obviously it'll give you your routes in like an OS style version. So Google Maps comes on it pre-installed, as we said before. And you can see quite clearly where I am there, just on the blue dot, quite close to a hospital. And zoom out, press the minus button, and you can get a good sort of overview of the area, and sort of zoom in again, get your central point and zoom back into exactly where you are. So this would be good for sort of trailing your little routes or hikes that you do. Another little app, as we said before, you can use the phone. Now my phone's off to the side at the moment. You can see my wife there's last call. We'll try giving her a ring. It's connected there. And obviously I'm using my wife's phone to record this at the moment, so I'm not going to answer that. But you can hear the microphone hopefully. Sorry, hear the speaker coming through there. And then the microphone on the opposite side. So we'll just end that call. So you can literally do everything on your phone from the touch of a button on your watch. You got Smart Pay as well, airplane mode, and turn on cinema mode. So this turns off all your screen alerts and silences it. So if you, let's say you are going to the cinema or something like that, you can just silence it, turn off all notifications, it'll stop vibrating. And it does vibrate when you get a notification as well, which is another little cool feature. Most watches now do that. What else have we got on here? You got Find My Phone as well, so we'll do that because my phone's just to the side of me. So it's just about to ring my phone. There you go. Cancel that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool features on here, and then obviously you can adapt it and change it to the way that you want. You can change these settings to your right as well, to the apps that you want to see visible. And notifications, as I said, come up from this way. Apologies there, we've got some there names on there. But yeah, it's brilliant. So as you can see there, we've got two very sort of stylish, very similar looking watches there from TicWatch. We've got TicWatch Pro on the left and the TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra GPS on the right. Now, many upgrades compared to this. So this one doesn't have a GPS feature. It does have maps on it, but it doesn't track you as well. You can see where you are, but it doesn't show you where you've been type thing, where this one can track every movement that you make whilst wearing the watch. You can see the pedometer on there. I've been quite lazy today. I've just done 2,500 steps, near enough. But yeah, it's been a really good watch. So I'll leave a link in the description to go and purchase either one of these. They are available now from all over, but I'll leave the Mobvoi links and an Amazon link for both watches. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.